For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 1 of Season 2 here at Napoli. We had a successful season last year, finishing 3rd in Serie A and winning the Coppa Italia. As such, we do have the Italian Supercoppa on the first game of August to kind of help us build up towards the Serie A season, which starts later in the year. Obviously, in England, the Premier League starts around about the 5th, but Serie A doesn't start until later on in the window. But we do have Champions League 4th round qualification games to play against Austrian side Red Bull Salzburg, but I'd like to think we can brush past them and get into the group stage. Our pre-season tournament has been drawn as well. We have DC United, New York City and Liverpool in our group stage, and we'll have to wait and see if we can get out of that. Obviously, it would be nice to do so. Basically, I'm going to let you know in this episode what my plans are for this window, and then, as always, that's where you guys come in with regards to transfer offers. So please be vocal in the comment section down below, with the transfer suggestions, should I say. So drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this series. As you can see, the objectives overview, we've had another couple added on. Bottom one rather worries me. Youth development wise, short term, sign at least 2 players younger than 20 years old with the potential greater than the average overall player in the current same position. We can do that through the youth scout system. Sign 1 youth academy player assigned to the midfield position. Again, we'll do that through the youth. Brand exposure, we did match the brand exposure last year, but I think it was for 68 million. This time it's 170 million, so almost 3 times as much as what they wanted from us last year. So that could be quite difficult, although we'll have to wait and see. Making a couple of big name signings might help in that regard. Financially, they want us to increase the club worth by 15% in 2 years. That's not going to be a problem. Not as of yet sure whether we're going to be doing just the 2 seasons at Napoli and then moving on, or whether we'll do a 3rd. It depends how successful we are this year. In domestic competition, they want us to win Serie A and win the Coppa Italia again. So they're expecting a lot of us this year, the board. They also want us to reach the final of the Champions League 2. So basically, they want me to do the treble, which we came nowhere near doing last year. So this is going to be a testing season, to say the least. We do have a decent transfer budget, currently set at £42 million. And we will be adding to that throughout the course of the window. I'll show you my quick thoughts with regards to players we have in the squad and where and I'll outline where I'm hoping to improve, and then I'll show you who is on the transfer list and who isn't, and how much money we can expect to raise after that. So Pepe Reina, we currently have as our #1 goalkeeper. I am looking to move Reina on. Definitely looking for a new goalkeeper. He's valued at 13 million. We can raise some money there with the sale. Drungovski is still on loan for another year, so quite happy to leave him there. At right back, I'm very happy still with Husai and Matteo Darmian, so not going to be looking for an improvement there. Lisicki will look to move on. Maggio is still just going to maintain to be a kind of a squad rotation bit part player. He's worth more to me as just being in the squad and they're available if I need someone than he is selling him on for 700 grand, to be fair. At centre-back, we have an issue, of course, because Koulibaly, at the end of the last season, tore his ACL, and he's out for, well, then 7 months, now 6 months. So he'll be out until January, which means we have Albiol, Tonelli and Chiriches as my 3 first-team centre-backs. Luperto's not good enough, so I am going to be looking for a new centre-back. We could go out and re-sign Maximovic, who was on loan previously last season from Torino, or we could look elsewhere. I will leave that one open to you. Raul Albiol I could even consider selling on as well. He's unhappy at the number of games he's been playing, or not been playing, more to the point. So my starting centre-backs at the minute will be Tonelli and Albiol with Chiriches as backup, and that's it. I'm really going to need at least 1, maybe 2 centre-back signings this window, so that's definitely a point of concern. At left-back, Gulam and Johnny are much, very highly regarded, shall we say, in the first team. They're putting in the effort similarly to Husai and Darmian. I don't need to improve at left-back. Zuniga has come back from loan and instantly been transfer listed, so he'll be moving on. In CDM, Obviously, Diawara and Allen will continue to be the 2 rotation players in that role. Don't think I need to improve in the CDM position. Right side of midfield, Bifulko will be leaving us. Pulisic obviously continuing to improve and train, and hopefully he can continue to get better and better throughout this season. Might start to improve on his passing if possible. Centre mid, we have a number of options. Obviously Allen mainly going to be used in that CDM role, but Hamšík's stats haven't dropped yet. Jorginho's been improving. Zielinski is still just as good as he ever was. He too has been improving. Grassi, Desi and Maiello will be moved on. We still have Marco Rog available to us in a central midfield role. Jonathan de Guzman has come back from loan and I'll be selling him on. Not going to be looking to use him. I'd rather raise the funds, to be honest. Leandrinho is still out on loan on a 2-year deal. So I might look for a centre mid, and I have a couple of players in mind. They will probably still be on my shortlist from last year, actually, so I'll show you those momentarily. Out wide, we still have Lucas, we still have Krejci, we still have Pulisic, we still have Insigne. So I'm not worried about wingers at present. And up top, we have Belotti and Milik still. And I'm not really contemplating signing another striker as of yet either. So Zuvan Zapata will get sold. He's valued at 14.5 million, so that could help raise quite a large amount of money. So I'm not looking to sign a winger. I'm not looking to sign wing backs. Not looking to sign a striker. Definitely need centre backs. Definitely need centre backs. Definitely need a new goalkeeper, and might consider a central midfielder as well. So definite goalkeeper, definite centre back or 2, and maybe a centre mid. All other areas of the squad, I think, are strong enough as is at present. So, actually, I'll show you my shortlist quickly. I have Sportiello on my shortlist, although, unfortunately, he's still on loan at Fiorentina from Atalanta. It's a 2-year loan deal, which has really frustrated me, actually, because I really wanted to try and pick him up. Also on there, actually, as I go back in, are Denis Suarez and Marco Asensio, 2 of the players that we looked at last season that would be extremely good. Asensio is probably my favourite, but he is obviously, as you can see there, quite highly valued, being 84 rated at 21 years of age. Another goalkeeper I will instantly add to the list is someone that impressed me last season when we played against Sassuolo, there we go, what a brain, is Andrea Consigli. He's 30 years old, but his stats shouldn't drop, I wouldn't have thought. Not in this season, at least. And like I say, this might be the last season we do at Napoli before moving on elsewhere. As is the case with both series now, we're going to have the long-term RTG, which is at Cambridge. That will be ending this season, and we'll be starting a new long-term RTG series. And then the second career mode series is always going to be now with a larger side that will be a shorter-term series, either 2 or 3 seasons rather than the 5 or 6 of the RTG. So, as such, this might well be our last season at Napoli, but we'll have to wait and see how successful we are. Obviously, the board want a lot from us, and if we can achieve what the board want from us, then there's not really much more we could do at Napoli, is there? But as you can see, we have a number of players transfer listed. We have £42 million available to us at present. Reina and Zapata would up that by close to 30 million on their own, and then we've got like Desi at 3, De Guzman 5.5, Grassi at 3.9, and then some minimal fees elsewhere. So we can raise a significant amount of money. It's who I spend it on that I'm not sure. Like I say, centre backs, most important position in the side that needs to be improved is at centre back. With regards goalkeeper, definitely need a goalkeeper as well, and then I would consider a centre mid, but I need to ensure that we get the goalkeeper and the centre-back situation sorted first before we do anything centre-mid-wise. So that's the plan for this window. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will play one game to ensure that you get a decent length of episode today. So we'll play this first friendly against DC United. As always, I do play the friendlies in pre-season. I know a lot of people, or a handful of people, aren't keen that I do that, but it gives me more time to take on board your suggestions because, as is the case in every career mode that I do, 95% of signings that are made come from the comments section. And to be able to properly enforce that, I need to take my time in transfer windows, which is why I play all of the pre-season friendlies, etc., to allow me the time to take on board your suggestions and act upon them in the window. So we'll jump into this first friendly against DC United with my strongest possible 11, and hopefully we can come out with a victory. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Do let me know your feedback in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of season number 2. There'll be a career mode RTG video tomorrow. I think you'll be seeing this Pretty sure you'll be seeing this on Wednesday, actually. So there'll be a career mode RTG video tomorrow, and then another one of these in the evening. We'll be back to the normal schedule tomorrow. So let's jump in then against this game against DC United with all of the information given across. Let's see if we can get a win in our first game of season number 2. Tackled by Jorginho. Mertens quickly in there, and we'll play that round the corner with Belotti. Back to Jorginho. He's in the box, and surely... Oh no, he scuffed that horribly on his left foot. Really should have given us a 1-0 lead there. Lovely ball through. Maybe I should have taken it with his right still and tried to drill it at the near post, but that was a rather embarrassing finish from me and Jorginho there. Definitely need to do better, but I guess now is the time to be rusty in pre-season so that you can improve when it actually matters. Here's Franklin. Nice tackle by Allen, and we'll look to quickly break away with Mertens, who should have the pace to get in behind, which is exactly what he has done. We'll pull that inside there to Allen. I've got another option there, and we'll play it around the corner again. And Marek Hamšík will not give us a 1-0 lead. Right then. I'm not entirely too sure how he's done that. Never mind. Like I say, now's the time to be rusty. We can improve in pre-season and get better for the competitive season. But I'm actually really surprised that I haven't put either of those efforts away with Jorginho or with Hamšík. I'm rather frustrated at myself right now, to be completely honest. We'll ding that over the top to Lucas. He'll bring it down well and turn the man into Hamšík. If he bangs this one in instead... No, he's put that wide of the target. Never mind. Jeffrey with a throw. Letou to Franklin. Waiting for the cross, it doesn't come. He's played it inside to Letou. Into Ortiz. Good save by Pepe Reina. Comfortable save, but still needed to be made. If they end up winning this game, because I apparently have left my finishing boots somewhere back in Italy before coming out to this American Cup, then I'll be furious. Squeeze that through with Hamšík. Has reached Jorginho. Jeez. Bit pace there from Vincent, actually. Caught me off guard. I thought I'd have a bit more time on the ball than that. We'll get that into Belotti. We might just try to shoot from the edge of the box. I don't need to now. Andrea Belotti. Well, that was on target at least, but the keeper has made a wonderful save. Knock this down with Mertens? No is the answer. Who's going to win that foot race? Husai will get there. Turn back inside into Jorginho. And there's Lucas. That was meant for Belotti, but he just stands there and watches the ball go past him. Through there to a teammate. Hamšík out here to Lucas. And that's a terrible effort, but Allen brings it down. And finally, on the brink of half-time, we have a 1-0 lead. This is a scrappy first game of pre-season, isn't it? A very scrappy first game. Terrible effort by Lucas to try and side-foot that there, but the touch by Allen to bring that into his stride was actually very, very good. And then just toe-poking it down into the ground to get it away from the keeper. We lead at last here at, well, I was going to say at home, but we're at CenturyLink Field against DC United. Husai with the throw. Insigne. Hamšík to Allen. I would like to get a second here if I can. Lovely turn by Belotti. Good block by Birnbaum. Corner to come in. I'm rather frustrated that I haven't won this by more. Mertens with the header and Klenovsky with a simple catch. And there's the final whistle. Yeah, rather frustrated that I haven't won that by more, to be honest. That was a particularly frustrating game to play. We had the chances. 8 shots, 3 on target. I just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net on a consistent basis. Schalke lose 3-1 to Villarreal, and Real Madrid beat Manchester United by 2-0 in the other group of this pre-season tournament. Liverpool get a slim margin of victory as well against New York City. So we'll be joint top of the table with them as we head into the next episode. I will record tomorrow's episode ahead of time to ensure that I can keep up with the schedule now that I'm back home for a few days rather than having to keep ahead because of going away. Actually, Cancili seems to have dropped in stats. Maybe Cancili isn't the best option for goalkeeper then. Diawara is back in training, and we've had an offer for Belotti. We've got so many people on the transfer list, and it's Belotti that they bid for, and it's Schalke as well, who are involved in our pre-season tournament. No, you cannot have my best goal scorer. Thank you very much. One more email before we... Oh, it's just Christian Maggio. Does he want better wages? No, he wants to play. Alright, I'll play Christian Maggio against New York City, but that'll be in tomorrow's episode. Drop this one a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Please do let me know all your feedback. Goalkeeper and centre-back specific, and then if we do end up going for a central midfielder, that will be later down the line towards the end of the window, maybe even waiting until January. Depends what goes down in this window so far. But we're top of our group, and we have the chance to extend that lead, or just get an outright lead, I suppose, after being level on points with Liverpool here against New York City FC. Win this second friendly tomorrow, and then as we go into the second game of tomorrow's episode against Liverpool, then that'll be battling for top of the group rather than battling to try and get through, and we'll be into the knockouts. For now, though, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.